Hi, welcome to Super Soul Skills. In my previous video, I was talking about the body knows. Your body is a vessel of information. Your body receives uploads and downloads. Your body carries and stores all the joy, all the love, all the trauma, all the pain. We can release pain and hurt from the cells of our body, from our etheric body, from our aura. We don't need to release love because love is what we are made of. Love is the eternal ingredients that creates the soul extended from source. So when I'm doing a cord cutting with a client, I always remind them, we cannot cut the bonds of love. Love is natural, it's organic. We can, however, cut the ties that bind us to toxicity and control and negative attachment. So that's the difference. My camera kept cutting out on that video every time I tried to do a second part, and I think that was because I went in to discuss my experience with allopathic medicine, and I don't feel that the universe or my guides wanted me to go down that road with that story because it doesn't serve me. My point, I guess, I was trying to illustrate with that video, or the end topic of that video, is your body, when it's connected, when you are in alignment, and when your chakras are open and activated, it knows what's right for you. It knows when somebody is nourishing in your life. It knows when a relationship is adding beauty and color and richness to your experience. It understands these things. So many of us, we do not trust our intuitive responses because in childhood we were trained and conditioned not to listen to ourselves, not to follow our body's promptings. We were encouraged to go against the grain. We were encouraged to push against what our bodies actually required. And we see this in diet culture. We see this in the way our 9-to-5 lives unfold. So many times we're told to get up, get out, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing the other. I would gently suggest that you replace your shoulds with could. I could get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym for 3 hours, but my body does not want me to do that. I could deny any cravings or suggestions from my body's intelligence to consume or to eat something. Start to play with the demands that you're putting on yourself, on your body. Start to really sit deep down into your hips, into your lower chakras, and simply listen. Become aware of the signals of your body. Even I see this in the genders, the gender expectations. With men, there's so much societal language against their natural instinctive bodily responses to their sexuality or to their appreciation of beauty in the feminine. With women, we have a complete denial and rejection of the feminine energy of rest and recuperation when a woman is bleeding, when she's in her moon. I see so many young women pushing against that flow, pushing against the natural rhythm of their body calling out for extra rest around that time. And it's said that a woman needs at least an extra half an hour rest when she's bleeding, and it makes perfect sense why. How many of us ignore those signals, ignore those promptings, and have pushed ourselves maybe to exercise or pushed ourselves to go to a social event when really we just wanted to sit in the stillness and to tune into our intuition and to connect with the body at that time, which is really what the body wants when a woman is bleeding. She needs to rest, and she needs to come back home to herself. She needs to take a break from meeting the demands of the outside world and come home and come and sit in the womb and be present with herself in the womb at that time. When I discovered that in my, I think it was like my early 20s, I realized I couldn't be like a man at that time of the month. I couldn't just, I could feel this roller coaster of my body, of my hormones. And when I started to research information about how best to support my body at that time, support my energy, listen to my soul, it was such a relief to actually engage in those self-care practices. And I do that to this very day. I have no guilt, no problem shutting everything off, turning off the screens. I don't work around my period. I haven't for years and years and years, and it's benefited me greatly. I feel it's helped me really connect with the divine feminine within myself, and it's given me a chance to appreciate the flows and the rhythms of life. It's given me a chance to enjoy being a woman and enjoy how my body expresses itself. I feel men are denied this too in other ways, obviously. Even though women's energy is very much like this and men's is much more steady, they still do have their dips, and they do have their own version of menstruation. Even though they're not physically bleeding and going through that, there is emotional dips. They say that after a man ejaculates, he can go into what feels like similar to PMS symptoms. So he'll have a dip in energy, he needs to rest, he wants to be kind of in his own energy, in his own bubble, and there is a need to deal with whatever truths are surfacing. So after a man ejaculates, he's clearer, he's made space in his energy field, so he's more able to engage with his own personal truths. Which is why probably sometimes after a man makes love to a woman, he's able to truly feel if he's in love with this woman or not. And that's where some men will want to run, because the truth is coming up, right? They don't have the hormonal pumping confusion and distracting them from actually sitting down into their energy field and feeling their feelings about the situation. So again, I don't feel we're taught any of this. I certainly wasn't. I don't see other women or men of my age understanding a lot of this information. This was my own research. This was my own soul promptings to go and study, research, to understand that my body has its own divine intelligence, and it is a vessel. It's an extension of the soul. So of course it understands what it's doing. I just see such a rejection of the body in so many different ways and so many different times in men and women's lives. When a woman has a baby, I feel like there's this pressure and rush to return to how she was, but she can't be what she was because she's not supposed to be. She stepped into the beauty of motherhood, and she's embracing this new state of being. So why is she being asked to return to what was? It's like being a teenager and stepping into adulthood, you can't be what you were when you were 15, when you're 25. You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be changing. You're supposed to be evolving. You're supposed to be expanding your awareness and embracing these changes. And your body changes so that you are pushed to adapt and to reevaluate and reflect so that you grow. It's always about growth. So that's the message today. My guidance for you is to tune into your body. If you have to make a decision in your life, try on different decisions. Try on different routes. If I go this way, how does my body feel? Like, close your eyes, meditate. Actually put yourself in your mind's eye in that situation and notice how the body reacts. Is your stomach clenching? Do you have a knot there? Or do you feel expansive? Do you feel happy? Do you feel excited? Is there energy? Do you feel energized with that decision? Do you feel inspired? Your body will tell you what's right for you. And I've always had this. If I'm going for a job interview, I always know when the job is going to be a hit or a miss. I always know if this job is going to meet my needs and bring me joy, and I'm going to love working there. I only have to walk by the building and I'll get a physical reaction in my gut, in my intuition about that situation. Your body can do this too. I'm just here to help you remember that and to remind you that your body is powerful and it's intelligent and it's connected to your soul. It's an expression and extension of your soul. So listen to it. Listen to your body. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. Take care.